Prince Ludmil, it seems we have received a letter from the King of Bosnia. What does the scoundrel have to say? Hasn't he done enough? It says that if you do not turn over the counties that he requests immediately without resistance, he will consider that to be a declaration that you intend to rebel against his kingship and return your territories to your father. Such an action will require him to take the matter to arms. Of course that's what he says. Of course. What do you think, brother? Well, there is little we can do against him. He is stronger than us. He was stronger than our father. Only with his alliance. Nonetheless, he was, and he is still stronger than us. I suppose we must fight, at least for honor's sake. Cannot accept his rule. Eddie isn't wrong. I would return these lands to our father if I could. Yes, but I'm afraid this means that he will be making the decision who rules these lands. Not you or our father. Ha! He leaves us no choice. War, then. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with our King Nikola the Poet of Bosnia. We got this to deal with. It's going to be awful. They're probably going to all rebel. Everybody else is going to rebel too. We got to hand out all this. Well, you know, I think we've done everything we really need to. Our boy's wife is pregnant and beaten. She's been pregnant for less than a month. Like, I don't know how long she's been pregnant for, but since the last time we looked at her, definitely, and it says a month, so let's pray for a boy, because this is going to be that second child, the only other child our gay son will probably make with his wife, so that's a thing. We're going to have to hope that that turns out good, and I'm probably going to trigger this war, like, immediately. So we'll just, let's see, we'll just move our flag. We should be able to do this ourselves. Hopefully everybody doesn't join and it's just these guys. Things are getting a little bit better. Right, we have 5 territories to give to our eldest son. Our younger son has plenty of stuff for himself. Succession is pretty clean at this point in time. In fact, this will probably stay the way it is even if we remove the election, but we're not gonna. We're gonna leave it as it is. Once it's raised, then we'll go to this guy and we'll be like, hey bud, I'm gonna revoke this title from you because you are going to take it away from you when you inherit your father's kingdom, and that won't be acceptable to me. So, good luck on that. Good, only the new vassals have rebelled, so we shouldn't have to worry too much. I'm gonna do a army split so we can go on a little hunt. Just get through here and attack him across this. Ooh, our court grandeur level is real bad. We probably should do something about that. It's not really working out. We're not holding. I mean, it will eventually get back to 3, which is all we can really ask for with the amount we're willing to invest at this time. Right, so you worth 10 gold that the kid won't pay. It's too bad for you, really, because let's just head this way. Just do a siege up here. Not going to call the allies in. Should be absolutely unnecessary. Shouldn't matter at all. Should be perfectly fine. Being down here. I'm going to have to track down this way. Now, I think there is a faction against me. It's a peasant rabble here. So, why are they upset? Oh, right. Because my faith is wrong. We knew that would be a problem. We knew it would be a problem. Okay. It's fine. We had no choice. Like, not a joke. We literally had 0 choice. And so we're not going to pretend like there's really anything we could do about it. Come down and kill this army. Hopefully before it can finish its unnecessarily annoying siege. Okay. A tree above me sways gently, its shadow caressing my face.
Oh, Nikola, you were so right. This place is beautiful. The sound of the birds, the shade from the tree, and the smells of nature. I'm glad you brought me here.
Well, I found it when I was looking for a place to relax from all the stress of ruling the kingdom.
You do look like you could use some rest.
You could really use the stress down, you know? Oh, no. You go up here. We're gonna put... No, it's fine, actually. This guy's fine. We've become malnourished. No. Alright, kid. Well, hopefully you do better than you did last time. My son is not someone that you can just take from willy-nilly. and expect... Ooh, well, I mean, there's a grand reward. We've just gained a grand reward for pretending to be Catholic. Now that is money. Free money. Now let's chase this guy down. I don't know if we'll ever get him, but we'll chase him down anyway, right? Yeah, he doesn't know what he's doing. Nope. We almost caught the straggler. Almost caught the straggler this time. Alternative reading. In a dusty corner of the library, I find a tome bound in leather, inscribed with weird symbols, partially hidden behind other books. It's old, but obviously has seen some recent use. As I leaf through it, I quickly come to the realization that it deals with some unconventional knowledge. Interesting. I glance around before sitting down to read. Heresy, alternative to the priest. Nah. No. We've never been that kind of religious. Peasants' lot is to serve their lord, sir. Like, Oh! So she died of measles while pregnant. She actually died of beating herself while pregnant. That's horrid. Now, there is one positive thing about that. We can remarry our son to a much, much younger woman. And that much, much younger woman may give him children. How much does lustful give? 25%. So actually, a lustful woman with good stewardship might be for the best, like this young Greek woman here. She might be a good pairing for him. She's 20, she's lustful, got a 15 stewardship. That gives lots of opportunity. She's from a decent family. I think this is the right choice, so let's just get that marriage done. Good, so our heir now has another full chance to get this happening. Chasing the... Oh, we have finished the education of our granddaughter, who could end up being the heir if he can't make a child with his new wife. We shall see. We shall see. It's not the best. Our new ally is very poor. That's fine. It really wasn't for that. That marriage really wasn't for that. We have to go down here and finish this off now that we've finished our little chase. Once we get down here, these guys are just going to be dead. When they're dead, we can finish that war. Great. Let's just enforce our demands here. Right, so be it. He can just disappear into the dungeon. We're not going to let him go. We're not going to execute him. We're just going to let him live out his days in the dungeon because he's a peasant. He led a peasant revolt. You know, we're not going to be doing anything positive or negative for him. We're just going to, well, I mean, we are going to be doing something negative for him. We're just leaving him in the dungeon until he dies. Look on our friend. Granddaughter can marry. She's 16. Nice. Oh, we're malnourished. Really don't want to be malnourished. Really not the best. We're old. It's coming to an end. Our life is coming to an end. And we will enforce our demands, ending this rebellion. Now we want to strip all this territory out from the people who hold it. You revoke title. The great thing about this is no tyranny, because I have the right to take all of these since I have direct claims to them. Now we're going to tell him that he can leave, assuming that he renounces claims. Good, and there's this guy. He will have his title revoked. And he can leave, assuming he renounces his claims. And this kid here, he will have his title revoked. And he will have to, of course, also renounce his claims. And then he can go, and then let's clear out our prison. Alright. You. Will you pay me anything? You will not? Oh, it's you. Never mind. Never mind, we already decided what we were doing with you. The king won't pay for you, so we'll keep you around for a little bit, see if he changes his mind. You... King won't pay for you, so we'll keep you around in case he changes his mind. You... And finally, you. We are going to recruit but not demand conversion. You know, I'm just gonna let you go. Because you're old. You can just go. Not gonna wait around to see if the guy ever agrees to pay 10 gold for you. So now we need to get rid of these. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna want to grant this to someone who likes us a lot. And we want to search specifically for people of our religion. He's a pretty good steward. I would actually like him to use as a steward. So let's grant him these. And that's good. And then we need to find somebody who can go here. This is one of my friends. He's insane. And he doesn't have a wife. Being said, we can probably find him a wife. Like her. Then we can grant him this. But hopefully we can get the money together pretty fast. In order to rebuy this duchy title and grant it to this guy. Gonna remove him and replace him with the new guy. Who are we trying to sway? Our spy master. I think we maybe change this sway over to a befriend if they'll let us. 36% chance is very low, so we'll just leave that be, but we will try to change the mind of our one powerful vassal we don't have a position for, who is not our direct relative. Well, he's not our son. He is our relative, but he's not our son. We'll do this. Should be fine. Hopefully, now we can make some money in order to get ourselves that duchy title that we want. We're making a bit of money now. 6 gold per month isn't the worst. Our marshal is gone. He's like, right. Nope, this is a completely different guy. So, neither of these two would make a decent marshal. We have a reassign. Our best reassign is a 12. So he's obviously died, right? Oh no, he's in prison. What are you trying to do, man? Oh, you're assisting in an independence war. We'll leave the position open for him. Doesn't make sense that the King of Italy would kill him inside the prison, so we'll leave it. Servant of the Horn God with all my heart. Okay. Yeah. Sure. I'm a witch. Brings it all full circle. We don't believe it, now we're a witch. So if we want to keep... We did not actually acquire the witch trait. Go to our son here. He's a rational atheist. He's gout-ridden. That's great. If I convert him to witchcraft, it will work. Like me, he's an atheist, so let's pass the witchery on to the next generation. Again, we're waiting for our man to get out of jail. So that's a thing. I just clicked on that again because I forgot. I literally just forgot. This has got things a little bit more well controlled. This is still in our hands. And we'll just leave it there. We still have a bit of time, I think. A couple of years, 3 years until we can do another war with Great Moravia. These we shouldn't worry about because I think both of these, once we can do de jure claims, we should be able to get these from him. The big ones are, there are still full duchies that we could potentially chase, which is something I'd like to do. Like, we have at least one more duchy. When we're not malnourished, are we still fine? We are. But we are getting to the bottom of our diplomacy, so we could go to learning next. That could help. Our neighbor. Again, we are saving up. What are we looking... What is our legitimacy at? Yeah, it's down. Definitely down. Maybe we need to hold some kind of, like, a struggle to laugh.
And then the ferret looked at the snake and said, "It was an excellent dinner, wasn't it?"
Was that supposed to be a joke? Oh. Very funny. I'm gonna do the awkward courtesy laughter. It's fine. You don't get every joke. It's just not possible. What is this? Arrange a marriage. between this old man. Decline. Decline. No. What? No. Is he back yet? Yes. Get in there, bud. Get in there. You're still spry enough for this job, right? Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Okay. Yeah, we're malnourished again. That's great. Seems to go on forever. If we want... you know what we could do that will help with this that we haven't done in a while? We can hold court. So let's hold court. Sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne, while others move out of their way so they can simply observe the proceedings. Gesture for the first in line to approach. My lord, my steward, Count Vladislav, speaks up. I propose a cadastral survey of all the counties you own. Improved knowledge and mapping of your land will certainly increase its prosperity. Oh, this is like all my money. Let's do it. Let's do it. You know what? Let's do it. They're hanging around us, hounding us. We could keep order, my lord. Please, we can organize ourselves without all the death. So you want us to... Yeah, let's increase the control without the killing. My knight, Valerio, stands before me, a hopeful expression on his face. My lord, I couldn't help but notice that in recent times the realm's finances have not been the healthiest. Of course, you have been administrating them egregiously, but perhaps you might find some use for extra gold. I'm willing to buy a minor sell and... Oh, this is good, because this creates a barony, right? This is doubly good. Not only do I get paid, but it creates a barony here. That is one of the better events that can come out of this. Very well. For 250 gold, you can absolutely have it. I'm not going to bicker with him. 250 gold is fine. Brand new barony that I couldn't afford to do. My acclaimed knight now controls it. That's great. Nothing wrong with an acclaimed knight holding stuff. His wife is an old woman. Maybe if she dies, we can give him a wife. He can find a wife that'll actually give him the ability to have some kids, and we will end this. Has probably not fixed this problem, but it has helped. Yep. Yeah, Bosnia is pretty strong. Starting to feel good about this. Where are we on our next innovation? Crusader is going to have been in 15 months. That's great. Then we hit city planning, I guess. And then maybe we just let quilted armor happen on its own. And move into here. I'd love to get royal prerogative. High Crown Authority, Absolute Crown Authority is good. Also, Hereditary Rule would be good. We won't have it for us, but we could have it for our next generation, which would be very nice. We got plenty of money, so we can now buy this duchy title. Will give us more legitimacy. Still not quite enough to repair our legitimacy problem, but getting close. We can now grant this to you. It's you now. Great. Feel pretty good about that. And maybe we hold a feast just to celebrate all the great things that have happened. And, of course, if we can actually afford it, to gain some legitimacy. So we will, of course, stay home. We don't need this. Probably not going to be realistically possible. We need like another 100 gold. Gives us a target, though. No, we want to get out of here. The other thing we could do that could create legitimacy is a funeral. Nobody's died recently, though. I mean, the wife of our son has died, but that's not really our funeral to hold. There's also sometimes legitimacy in a hunt, but I don't see us being able to get a hunt that's cheap enough. Like a hunt here. Minimum price. 170. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll wait on it. We're not dead yet. We still got lots of things to do. Lots of stuff coming up. We're malnourished. We don't need to be trying to lose weight anymore, because now that we're malnourished, trying to lose weight is... Stop losing weight. Wonder if this... Be interesting if this gave us some legitimacy. But I don't think it will. We can train for a tournament. We're already strong, though. That's good enough. Guess we could try to gain some weight. To stress up. Should help, though, with us being so damn skinny. I think we're okay for now. If we can get to around 200, maybe 300, we will hold that feast just to fix this legitimacy problem. Once this legitimacy problem is fixed... Oh, jeez. We've pushed up to the next level being required. That is almost hilarious. Child of my dynasty. So she has given him a second daughter. May you grow strong and wise. Vidaka. Cadastral completed. So we have increased development by 35 in every county. And gained some prestige. Nice. Feels worth it. Convert to witchcraft. The time has come. He deserves to make up his own mind. Yes. Alright, I can finally show my true self to him. My son, join me in the witchcraftery. Yes. Yes. Alright, let's go to our other son. What's the chance of changing him into a witch? 83% chance? I feel that's a pretty good chance too. Let's do it. Let's start spreading that witchcraftery out there. Stop ourselves from being malnourished. We don't really want to hold a hunt. Makes much more sense that we would hold a feast when the money comes. That's what we will do. Still, another duchy that we hold the rights to. This duchy. Right? If we take this, we'll effectively be tearing the kingdom of Greater Moravia apart. A snake at the court. So you... Oh, you are my son's lover. Well, that's fine. You be his lover. I'm not going to interfere in that. As long as he does his duty and tries to make a proper heir, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Fascination discovered. So we have gained the new tech. Okay, apparently you, my courtier... What? Are you? So, my son's new wife is having an affair. And I gotta be honest here. I'm an old man. And my heart tells me that if she creates a male heir, and we don't know whose it is, I'm not chasing that down. This is a betrothal between her and him. This is the King of Burgundy. Okay, we'll accept that. That seems fine. The Grand Tournament. We're too old to go to Grand Tournaments, to be fair. I think we're past the end of that time. Yeah, we're past the end of that time. Okay, he deserves to make up his own mind. I can finally show him my true self. So both of my sons have been converted to witchcraft. We're not going to be converting any of the monks to witchcraft, because that'd be weird. We could try to change her over. If she'll do it, she will. Alright, just spread the witchcraft around, you know? Spread it around. I think that's fine. Let's see. Are we ready to do the feast yet? So let's get rid of the higher mercenaries, because we're not going anywhere. It's 200 for a basic feast. The honorary guest could be our son and heir, I suppose. Poof. It's not available. I guess Prince Volkmir could do it. He'd be our honorary guest instead. We will be doing this for, I suppose, befriending. Who are we going to befriend? The mayor. The spy master. Let's do it. Let's do it. Where are we on our 15 months? So we've got one more war on us, which is probably going to be this duchy. Halt. We will talk about this later. Yeah, stop fighting, you two. Stop it. Stop it. You are literally embarrassing us. So this little person here wants to talk to us about sword practice. Yeah, that's a subject that does fascinate me as well. Sure. Let's talk about sword practice. My dear wife has helped me with this feast, and I couldn't have done it without her. Household efforts. Nice. What a lovely feast. So sadly, I think it was a poor choice. This gives us a 40% chance of becoming a friend to him, so we'll try. We charm him utterly by pretending that we agree with him about how bad our feast is. We're gonna toast our son, of course we are. Why wouldn't we? To our son, Prince Volkmir. I hope that your ambitions have worked out for you. Great banquet. Good. 20 legitimacy, so we should have hit 3 at this point. Let's finish the feast. That is a little better, but we should still be at 4. It's too bad. We did a little bit too much revoking. It's not great revoking everybody all the time. We are still already developing. We got a lot better army now. I think we're in a better position than we were at the beginning of this episode, that's for sure. I am feeling a lot stronger about what we've got going on here. Okay, so I just realized I made a mistake. She can't marry him. He's gonna be mad, but she literally can't marry him because she needs to marry someone matrilineally. So just in case she becomes queen, I know, right? Let's do adult. Let's do matrilineal. 16, he has a 20, he's got good traits, he's Greek. I think that's gonna be fine. So we'll do that. Ooh, he has a sick giant wife, that's a thing. His wife is giant and sick. I gladly accept your marriage proposal, absolutely I do. What do we got going on in here? The Munificence of Gotezello. Better him spending than me. Yeah, we'll just whatever he wants to do. He wants to spend his money on my people, he can spend his money on my people. Doesn't really make any difference to me. Our legitimacy is better than it was, which is nice. Still nowhere near the legitimacy of force. She deserves to make up her own mind. So let's see. Now I can finally show her my true self. So my granddaughter is now a witch. Who's next? Who's next? All right. I think she's too young. Maybe our nephew here wants to become a witch? How do you feel about becoming a witch? Let's keep spreading it around. Gotta spread the whole thing around. I don't want to go to the grand wedding there. I mean, I could. It might give me some legitimacy. I don't think it will, though. What other choices do we have for things to do before we end this episode with another war? We could... not really that much we can do, to be fair. Like 6 months away, so half a year. Nothing in here we really want to do. I mean, yeah, nothing really in here we want to do. We could do the... Listen to Wild Sombergs, just to see how it goes. Show him in at once. He's bringing money. Nice. We can always use generous gifts. My ban, my steward. You want to become friends with me, man? Oh, you do. Let's do that. Whoops, I just stopped the witchcraftery. That's fine. I'd rather become friends with the new ban than I would do the witchcraftery. So Great Moravia is greatly diminished in power. We're getting close to being able to declare another war on him. He'd have 6,000 if everybody joined. We can seize this Banate. De jure. Or we can seize our claim here. I'd rather take this one because we actually have, like, title in there, you know? So, most likely that's what we're going to end up doing. I feel like that's a pretty good idea. Alright, so we've crashed a few times, and I'm not sure why. We're going to try to get past it. There was one time I got past it by getting to the next autosave. And it was just by running at full speed until we hit next January. So we're going to see if we can do that. We're not going to do anything except just the required events. Try to get to next January. Hopefully that causes it to stabilize. Oh, secret exposed. Nope. All right, we're back. You're going to see that we are 6 months later than we were before. We did a couple of reloads of our July save, and every single time it crashed over and over, so I just ran it until we got to January 1st. And then I ran it a little further to see if that we have some stability after January 21st. January 1st, I think it might be a mod problem. Because I think that there was a... Because I looked at the file and there was a bunch of Viet triggers for September 21st, the day I kept crashing on, so hopefully the fact we got past that day to the next save is going to mean that we can continue. I'm just going to bring the episode to an end here. I just thought we would do a little bit of an outro. Nothing really much has changed. We got a little bit of money from an event. We're still working on this witch event. We are close. We have now passed the point where we can do the next war, so we are prepared to go to war with Great Moravia again. Right now, they are much weaker than they have ever been at any other point in time. We will probably do the claims because we'll be able to seize these next generations since we already have everything here, so we'll probably do this war next time. In fact, we are going to do this war for sure. We'll just trigger it now just so that it's officially there, and then next time we will continue forward with the war. I'm going to finish this recording session with one more episode, which means I'm going to be recording for another 45 minutes to an hour. If there's no crashes, then that will move on. The fact is, if you're seeing this, then I already did that, and I already know the next episode worked. So, there you go. If this episode got published, it's because the next episode worked. All right, goodbye for now.